All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Sorry, I'm running a little bit late today. My son spilled a water bottle in his backpack for school, and yeah, it was chaos this morning. What's up, guys? So, like I said, 1,000 shares today. 1,000 shares. We'll see if we can make it work. I'm gonna do my best. Let me try to fix this a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best. We'll see if we can. We'll see if we can make it work. Should be fun. Should be fun. We got a few decent movers in the market today. We got a few decent movers. Yeah, brother. Hey, Jerome. I hope you stay safe, brother. I'll say a prayer for the Bahamas, man. I hope you stay safe, bro. Let's check on the chat. What's up, Rel? Good morning, man. What's up, brother? Question. Good morning, Kirby. Good morning, Netron, man. Get out of here, bro. Nah. Good morning, man. Cargo. What's up, bro? All right. So let's do this. So yeah, so right now what I'm seeing essentially is I see CDTX gapping up from 168 to 280s. That's probably one of my main watches. We also have MDCO, a little bit larger cap stock. Gonna watch that one too. CONN, Momo here, MOMO, AMD. AMRN's gapping up some. The SPY overall is down. It's down to 291.20s, but overall, I mean, we still had a pretty strong few days the last week. So we're up to 290s. Not necessarily bad. We're kind of sideways right now. And so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We're at 291.15 or so right now in the overall market. And we'll look up some market news in just a minute once my coffee's ready. So I have a little bit more energy. But yeah, so 1,000 shares. What's up, Trish? Good morning. But yeah, 1,000 shares today. And my logic behind this is that, I've been consistent for a while now. My account's definitely large enough to take those swings. I don't think, my account's large enough to deal with 1,000 shares a trade, and I think that if I keep procrastinating and using 400 and 500, then I'm never actually going to get to where I want to be. I think I'm at the level now with my trading where I've been consistent enough the last few months, especially, to actually make some solid money trading. But if I keep using 200-300 shares, it's unnecessary and it's insignificant, And I think my account can stand it. I have a $12,000 max loss, and so I have a solid max loss, and I think it's just time, guys. I think it's time. And yeah, it should be fun. We'll see what happens. Gotta stick with it, regardless of how today goes. I think I have to stick with it for at least a few days. And so I know I'm taking a pretty big leap, but yeah, wish me luck, guys. What's up, Swing? Trish, good morning. What is GameStop at? If you guys remember, I did have a put option on GameStop that I rode down from about, I rode down from $5 all the way to 3 something. And so I had a $4 put option, and I was able to profit a solid amount from it in Robinhood from that put option on GameStop. Yeah, I sold it like a few weeks ago though, so I don't have it anymore. But GameStop's just getting hammered here. But yeah, CONN, looking good. ARDX looks okay. ARDX is looking solid here. Gapping up from 340 to 406. Solid gap up though. BMA. EGO. So we got some options today. Let me know what your main watch is. I see some gap downs too. I specifically, AKTX, SSL. So we got some gap downs as well. But should be fun. AXSM, no volume. VRTX, no volume. We got Snapchat, not really one of my favorite stocks to trade, but Snapchat, SNAP, looks all right. URBN looks good. LCI again. I'll probably watch LCI. That was one that moved a few weeks ago. So LCI looks all right. Yeah, I think it's just time. It should be fun. Like, listen, like if I take a few, I'm sure if I lose today, we're gonna get some insecure haters that come out and just try to make fun. But that's okay. Regardless of any of it, it's time to take my swing. And I have like a $400 cushion. Let me see how much of a cushion I actually have. But I have a decent enough cushion to be able to be all right. You know, like even if today doesn't work out, I should still be fine, I think. And so it's just time to take the swing, you know. Yeah, I've got a $430 cushion, so I've got lots of room here, lots of room, and so I think I'll be okay. I gotta take the swing. I gotta actually do it. So a few specifically that I'm looking at to try to take this swing are AMRN, looks okay. Momo, MOMO. Let's see what else. Netflix. I don't think I'm going to take 1,000 shares of Netflix. Obviously, like, yeah, there's 1,000 share minimum if the stock is under $30. You know, anything over that, I do have to. I mean, listen, if it's CGC or AMRN, I'll still take 1,000 shares. It just depends. It truly depends on the range of the stock. That's what's going to ultimately matter. And I may be a little bit more emotional today while I take this large share sizing. But again, I think if I don't do it now, I don't know if I'll ever do it. I don't want to procrastinate it any longer. And I think it's just time to take my swing. And, you know, I have the money now to where if this doesn't work out, I'll still be okay. I'll be able to get another account. But I have a lot of room. And I don't, you know, my trading's been solid enough lately for me to not be super concerned about it either way. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to go make myself some coffee. Listen, guys, we are 13 subscribers away from 13,000 subscribers. And so if we can get 13,000 or if we can get 13 subs today during today's stream, we break 13,000 subscribers and help me break 13K. You know, I'm so close. I'm almost over 13,000 in subscribers. Like I said, I'm at 12,987 subscribers on YouTube. And so help me break that, guys. Let's do this. Should be pretty close. I only need 12 more, actually. I'm at 12,988. So let's break that today. That's my other goal for today is to break that. But yeah, I'm gonna go make myself my coffee, guys. I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller, and I'll be back. Somebody said they'll sub for 20 bucks. Oh man, I think that's a pretty bad deal for me, man. Like I said, I grow by about 30 subs a day, so I think paying you $20 for a sub would be just a bad deal, bro. Just a bad deal, man. All right. So, let me go ahead and post my watch list here, and we'll get ready to look up some news in a second. I don't know if we got any new subs since then. I'm assuming we didn't. CDTX LCI, Netflix, and we should break it today. Like, judging by how I usually gain at least that about 20 subs during each stream, so we should break it today. So it should be a fun day. Let's break 13,000 subscribers. All right. Let's see what else we get. That's what I'm watching right now. Oh yeah, there is also ARDX. I forgot ARDX. That's my list right now, guys. Let me know if you guys, like I said, if you have anything specific you want to see me look at, let me know. All right, guys. So, what do you guys see? What's your main watch today, guys? Etsy. To be honest, like, listen, I know I want to scale up today, and I'm going to scale up today, but it's not looking the best, to be honest. There's not that much volume right now. It's just, I mean, we got a few penny stock movers, but it's just not looking the best right now. It just, I hope the market doesn't stay super choppy like it was last week. Last week was kind of a tough week. I was able to kind of manage it to where I didn't lose a ton last week, but last week was a low volume week for sure. mRNA, maybe. mRNA is another one I'm going to watch. Momo, M-O-M-O. But I think, like I said, regardless, you know, I already have a $430 cushion in my account. And so, like, even if today goes terrible and I lose $300, you know, 30 cents a share, I still will have profit in this account. Unless I lose over $400, I'm still gonna have money. GGAL looks okay. GGAL. So yeah, we got some options. What is everybody's main watch today? We'll go ahead and look up some news too. Let's go ahead and do that. First one I'm going to look up is CDTX. CDTX. Healthcare stock. All right, so CDTX is up. So let's go ahead and show you guys this one. So, oh yeah, how do I do this? I forgot how to detach. Somebody showed me Mateo showed me how to detach it last week. There it is, detach. There it is. All right, and then I can just, hold on guys. Sorry, I know my screen's all crazy right now. Let me do this. There we go. And then I can just, for now, that should work, I think, right? Let me see. Actually, that, yeah. A little squeezed here, but that'll have to work. All right, so first one I'm looking up is CDTX, guys. As you can see, CDTX here. This one is up after the company announced it formed a partnership with Mundai Pharma to develop and commercialize Rezafungin. Cidara will receive an upfront payment of $30 million and an equity investment of $9 million for CDTX. So basically a partnership, and Cidara, which is CDTX, received an upfront payment for that partnership of $9 million in equity investment. All right, so that's one that we got on the list. We also have CONN, which is Cons. CONN gapping up, not a ton of volume here, but it's gapping up from 2016 to 2285 here for Cons. They're up after they reported better than expected second quarter earnings for CONN. We also have MDCO here, MDCO gapping up from 4190s to 4694, so a solid gap up for MDCO. And this one's up after the company presented results from its Orion 11 trial at the ESC Congress of 2019. And they also said that in the trial that their bio drug met all the primary and secondary efficacy endpoints for MDCO. And so interesting, met all its primary and secondary endpoints for their bio drug for MDCO, and it's gapping up to show it. We'll see what happens with that one. One of the latest ones was ARDX. ARDX. Let me see if I can find that one. You can look at this one, ARDX, ARDX. And this one looks okay. Gapping up nice here from 340s to 420s, almost $1. And this one is up. Let me see what's going on with this one. All right, so I think this is positive study data that came back for this one. Some type of positive, yeah. So ARDX primary and key secondary endpoints were met in the phase 3 trial for ARDX. So apparently it's a bio drug where all the secondary and primary endpoints were met with this one. So positive data for ARTX. So these are some of the ones that can really start to kind of go crazy. And so we'll see what happens with ARDX. I'll watch this one for sure. What else do we have today, guys? I gotta watch AMRN here. AMRN. Trying to kill these gnats that are all over the place here. So AMRN is up after the SEC and the EAS incorporate findings from the Reduce It cardiovascular outcome studies. So basically new data from one of their studies is favorable for AMRN, I'm assuming. So data that was favorable for cardiovascular studies came back positive and favorable for AMRN. So we'll see what happens with that as well. Gotta watch AMRN too. We also had Snapchat gapping up from 1580s to 1611 here for Snapchat. So some people upgraded Snap. They upgraded Snap to an outperform. So they upgraded the rating, raised the price target as well for Snap. So some bullish sentiment for it. We'll have to figure out what that's from. And yeah, I mean, that's about it. We can look at the overall market now, though. I mean, that's an interesting one here. And so we have, quote, Wall Street sees sharp losses on new U.S.-China trade tariffs. So U.S. stocks were set, and this is per MT Newswires that says, quote, U.S. stocks were set for a sharp losses Tuesday as traders remained on edge as trade tensions between the world's two largest economies escalated, end quote. Dow futures were down 0.62%, S&P futures were down 0.46%, and NASDAQ futures were down 0.62%. So basically, on Sunday it says, quote, the Trump administration began imposing 15% tariffs on a variety of Chinese goods, while China imposed new duties on U.S. imports, including crude oil. It also says that China on Monday filed a complaint with the World Trade Organization over the new U.S. tariffs placed on Chinese exports. Oil prices are down. Global benchmark crude is down. U.S. West Texas Intermediate futures are down. So should be interesting here. Market overall is slightly down, not a ton, but it's down some for sure. What's up, Mr. Bo? Yeah, I'm going to be watching MDCO too. We'll see what we get with that one. All right, guys, like I said, we should be able to break 13,000 subscribers in today's stream. Let me see where we're at now since I said something. Let me look. We're getting close. We're at, last time I looked. Yeah, we need 11 subscribers, guys. We've gained 1 sub. We need 11 subscribers, guys. So hit that subscribe button. We day trade live on stream every single weekday morning for free right here on YouTube. And so if you want to watch us day trade live, regardless of whether we win or lose, we're kind of like the anti-gurus. We just let people watch us You can see my account balance. You can follow me live. You can see all my trades. We trade the open live every single day. So hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Help me break 13,000 subscribers in today's stream, guys. Should be fun. Should be fun. All right, let's do this. But like I said, what's everybody's main watch today? I mean, I'm looking at CDTX, ARDX, CON, MDCO. I don't really like GGAL. It's just not my favorite. I mean, we're getting a little bit of volume in it. Let's see if it's even tradable. I don't think it is. It is. Okay, so I still don't necessarily like it that much. I think the volume's a little low, but it's picked up some solid volume in the last 5 or 10 minutes. Maybe the last 15 minutes or so. So I may watch GGAL as well. GGAL. That one looks okay. Of course, going to watch AMD, like I always do. SPY down to 290.78, so the SPY's still looking more and more weak here. But yeah, AMRN, MDCO, GGAL, CDTX, and ARDX, CON, CONN. Those are my main watches. We'll see what else we can find. I'm not super in love with anything else. We'll see. Like I said, last week was kind of tough. Last week was a little slow, and I know like my trading overall last week wasn't the best. But up until Wednesday of last week, I hadn't lost for the entire week prior. So I went on like a 5-day trading green streak from Wednesday 2 weeks ago to last Wednesday. And then after last Wednesday, I kind of had a lot of break-even days. I had one losing day and then a bunch of break-even days. Like I know Friday I ended slightly up, but basically break-even. And then Thursday I ended slightly down, but basically break-even. And so hopefully we get some movement in the market. The biggest thing I want to see, especially with me scaling up in size like this, is I want to see the market pick a direction. So I want to see the market pick a direction. I don't care if it goes up or down necessarily. I just want to see it pick a direction. Preferably, of course, I guess I would like to see it down. But I just want to see it pick a direction. You know, what I don't want to see is it super choppy, crossing over from the bottom of the lows of the range back to the top and then back down to the bottom, just kind of chopping over and under the VWAP. That's obviously not what I want to see. And so we'll see if we can get the market to actually pick a direction, or if it stays in this kind of narrow channel it's been in for the last few days. GERN, SQ. We can look at GERN and SQ. See, I used to trade GERN a ton. I used to trade it a ton. I used to trade fades off of this one. Lately, though, I mean, this one's just lost a lot of its volume. It's just lost a lot of its volume. It's just not... It's not moving like it used to. Just very narrow range, just very tight movement here. Not my favorite. Just not my favorite. I mean, we'll see. We could still get some movement here, but it's just not my style anymore. Somewhere along the line, the range just really, really tightened. I don't know if it was because of a split or offering or whatever it is, but somewhere along the line, the range just narrowed way too much to make this one reasonable to trade for me. But I used to trade it a lot. I used to short it and trade a lot of VWAP fades. DPW. Like I said, I watched GGAL. GGAL is tradable, and so I'll keep an eye on this one. All right, guys. So. Everybody had a good Labor Day weekend? Oh, man, I've been talking to my son, man. I think my son's a little genius, man. I know he's my son, and I'm going to be biased. But, like, my son's 5, and the other day I was just kind of testing him to see what he knew. And we asked his teacher. They haven't really started math yet. If they did start math, it's like 1 + 1 and, like, 2 + 1. And, like, I just kind of tested him, and I said, Jack, what's 105 plus 12? You know, what's 105 plus 12? And within a second, he said 117. Just immediately said it. And then I was like, okay, what's 110 plus 12? And he said 124. And he just immediately said it. And so I'm sitting there like, my son's a genius, man. And we talked to his teacher. She hadn't taught him any of this stuff. You know, I've taught him basic math, but I think, I don't know if I'm just proud of him or if that's actually super advanced for a 5-year-old to like know that within like a second. But we'll see. Maybe he'll be a little trader and a little coder. What's up, Buzz? Good morning, man. We got OPTT, Ocean Power Technology, popping up on the scanners. We'll see what happens with that one. Yeah, for sure, Adam. Like I said, I'm super proud of him. I was kind of shocked when he did it. You know, I was kind of shocked, and I assumed that his teachers were teaching him that stuff, but they weren't. You know, which is cool. You know, that means he's doing it in his head. That just means he's thinking about it correctly. Like he understands like how to think about it, how to kind of map it out in his head, which is all it really is. And so it was cool. But yeah, AMRN is another one. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and he immediately jumped to it. It was like I said, it was impressive, you know. And I know he's my son. I'm gonna be proud of him regardless. But man, it was impressive. And now he likes doing it because it gives him pride now. Because we're like, what? How did you know that? And so now he's like asking us. He's like, give me a hard one. And so we've been slowly increasing the difficulty of the math problems we give him. Yeah, for sure. Kids are going to be way smarter than us. The reason kids are going to be smarter is because they have all these brain games that they have. Like they have all these games on their iPads and their Wiis and their Switches, and they have all these games that genuinely teach them how to think quicker. You know, is what it is. It genuinely conditions them to think about problem solving, you know, issues and stuff like that much faster than us. And so they'll for sure be smarter than we are. Just because they'll be conditioned to think quicker because of these games that they're playing. And you can hate on these games, iPads or whatever, but like I said, it's conditioning them to a certain extent to think fast. And I think that for that reason alone, they're going to be a lot smarter than we are. What's up, Tyrell? Good morning, man. What's up, bro? All right. So yeah, CONN, Con, GGAL, ARDX. You know, the big penny stock movers. If you're interested in penny stocks, I mean, these are the ones that are interesting right now. ARDX. Let me make this so you guys can actually see it. There we go. ARDX. That's one. CDTX. Probably at the top of the list. I think most people are probably watching this one. And ABEO, but ABEO is just recent. We'll see if it actually maintains this volume. But ABEO recently shot up from 150s to 190, so we'll see about that one. I'm watching MDCO as well, but it's dropping already. And the lower this one gets before the open, the less I like it. Because what I typically like to do with these, like MDCO, is I like to short these at the open. But if it drops too much, it's going to be too close to the bottom of the range instead of the top. And so I think the likelihood of it continuing is going to get worse and worse, you know, the more this thing drops. So really, preferably, I'd like to see a bounce back up to like 48 if we can. I thought this level here at 46 was a pretty big level, and it already broke underneath that. We also got 48, which looks solid. You know, a lot of these whole dollars up here look solid, and it's kind of pivoting back and forth between those levels too. So MDCO, Like I said, GGAL, if it can maintain this volume, it is tradable for me. Solid range, and so I might watch this one, but it doesn't have the most volume right now, so we'll see with that one too. CONN looks alright, but there's not much volume. I think this 23 level's big, but aside from that, I mean, maybe you could map this 75 level out, but not too much. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Like I said, let me know if you see anything else that looks good. What's up, Wheel? Relentless, Jedediah. I don't use the top and bottom range or the top and bottom, the upper and lower bands of the VWAP. I don't specifically. I'm not saying you can't, and I'm not saying that there's not value in using it. I'm just me specifically. I just don't use the upper and lower band at all. I mostly stick to just the VWAP. I think I'm kind of a minimalist when it comes to trading. I don't like too many indicators. I think the more indicators you have, the more noise you have on the chart. And I think I like just using the VWAP, price action, and support and resistance. That's all I really like to use. I think the more stuff I have on the chart, the more noise, the more clouded my judgment gets, the more distractions they're going to be in the chart itself. And so I try to stick with kind of just the VWAP, not the upper or lower bands or anything like that. But it's all preference. Everybody's different. What's up, Felix? What's up, man? Low for a bounce? I mean, maybe. I mean, like I said, I've never really tried. I kind of, like I said, I'm kind of a minimalist when it comes to charts. I mean, I can add it here and we can look at it. You know, we could try here. Let me see. It just depends. Like, I'll look at AMD and see how well it follows it, but it's all hindsight as well. So let me look. Let me add it. Yeah, so here's the upper and lower bands, and like I said, it's just not my style to use it. I mean, we got some nice bounces there, but again, I mean, you also have to think that this is hindsight, and so I basically what I'm trying to say is I don't know if they actually bounced at the bottom of this lower band here, at right around this lower band, or if the lower band kind of gravitated towards where the bottom of these candles were, if that makes sense. And so I don't know. I've never used it. Today's my 1,000 share day, and so I'm not necessarily trying to experiment too much with my bad, Mitch. Sorry, bro. I just now saw you. All right, guys, we got Mitch here. Yo, what's up, man? Yo. What's up, bro? There you go. Chiller, man. Today's my 1,000 share day. Hold on, let me get you up here. All right, guys, we got Mitch here. Say something.
What's up? What's up, everybody?
There we go. All right. Yeah, we're talking about the VWAP upper and lower bands here.
There you go.
I
Some
don't.
standard deviation action.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm into them. I mean, I'm not saying they're not gonna work. I'm just saying
Um,
I gotta
well, you
stick
gotta
with.
at the end of the day, it's just understanding what it really is. What it is a standard deviation away from the VWAP. Stocks shouldn't get so far away from the VWAP. That's one of the things that we actually tackle within the strategy.
Right.
So it's not a bad thing to use them. You can use them to understand where the standard deviation of the stock can extend to and then pull back. I think that's what traders really use them for, kind of the range and the target range they're trying to get. And you could definitely use them. We just use the daily low or resistance, but you can go ahead and combine them with the standard deviations in a VWAP.
Yep.
Some people use what's called Bollinger Bands. This is also a standard deviation indicator. Using standard deviation to tell you where the extension should go and where the pullback should happen. So that's what traders use these for. It's going to be up to you if you want to go ahead and use them.
Right.
I think sometimes they confuse me a little bit because it's kind of like one of those indicators that you either use 100% of the time and kind of go off of it, or you kind of just let it go because it can confuse you. Because if, let's say, you're seeing the standard deviation only down 20 cents, but the risk is also 20 cents, a lot of the times you won't take the trade. And really, if you go ahead and look back at it, the support was a lot lower than that standard deviation. And that's why I try to use support and resistance. But then again, like always, like we try to tell traders, it's going to be depending on your style of trading.
Right. Yeah, it's all preference. And me, myself, I'm kind of a minimalist. I don't like a bunch of noise on my chart. But just because I don't use it doesn't mean that you can't. Doesn't mean that you can't profit from it. Doesn't mean it's not, potentially profitable. It's just I don't use it myself. And like I said, I try to, once I find something that works, I kind of just latch on to what works. And I try to ignore other stuff. Let's see what kind of day it'll be in the market. Yeah, last week was kind of tough, man. Last week was kind of tough. Wasn't it the best week for me? But I think it's time to take a swing here. You guys like my thumbnail today? I tried to make myself look as dumb as possible. And but yeah, yeah, volume. Like I said, I'm kind of a minimalist. I don't even use moving averages. Most of the time, I'm just using VWAP, price action, support and resistance. That's it. Everything else is noise to me. And it's just about, it has to do with just how I trade and what my environment was like when I was learning. And that's why I use Thinkorswim still, is because Thinkorswim has been what works for me. It's what I'm the most comfortable with using when talking about charts. So Tuesday, right, man. It's Tuesday. I feel like it's Monday, but it's Tuesday.
One of my top watches is going to be Snap. Snap got an upgrade. Yep. So we'll be watching Snap.
Yeah, we talked about that one too. It got the upgraded and it got its price target raised.
Yep.
So and look at one that is tradable for us is GGAL. GGAL. That one looks interesting. Moving in pre-market too.
Let's take a look.
All right, I'm gonna take these down, guys. I'm gonna put the daily scanners up. Remember to go check out Trade Ideas, best scanners in the game. If you want to use the same scanners that Mitch and I use, go check them out. I'll post their link coming soon. There's a reason all the big time traders use Trade Ideas. It's because
less than 5 minutes for the bell.
Yep.
Let's do this, traders.
Let me make sure. How does that look, guys? Yeah, that should work, right? Yeah, that works. All right, and then I can put something else up here. But yeah, you want to check out.
Good luck, everybody. Let's do this.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, man. Enjoy it. Just stick to the system and have some fun. Let's work on that execution. You see the trade, take the trade. From there on, all you can do is worry about your levels.
That's right, man. Hey, it is what it is. Like I said, I can't get too upset. I have a large enough account to be fine, and that's the thing. Like I have a decent enough account to be okay. I even have a cushion in my account now, so when I take these 1,000 share swings, I'm still okay, and I can't let small time wins and losses affect me too much. I do have to consider what my max loss of the day is going to be, because I don't think I can necessarily keep it at 150. And so I do have to think about what I want my max loss to be today. And I think 300 is probably reasonable, I guess. For my first day, maybe I should keep it a little bit tighter at 200, but we'll see. Should be fun. AMRN as well. AMRN looks good too. I forgot about that one. There we go. And remember, guys, we're really close to 13,000 subscribers. Let me see. We are at 12,989, guys. 12,989. So let's get 11 more subscribers. 11 more subs. We break 13,000. We should be able to do it in today's stream. I would think we'd be able to do it, at least judging by how the old streams have been. So we'll see what we get today. Should be fun. SPY down to 290.70s after the increased tariffs for China and the increased duty for China goods. So market's down. We might get some drops, might get some fades at the open.
All right, guys. One of my top watches, LCI. LCI, this stock went crazy on Friday. We'll definitely be watching this.
Yep. LCI was on my list too. That one looks good. It's tradable too, and it has some history, which should be fun. All right, guys. We got less than 2 minutes, guys. So let's just try to kind of zen it out real quick. That's what I'm trying to do. Really, it's the first time I'm taking 1,000 shares. At least the first time I've planned to take 1,000 shares in a while. So should be fun. A little nervous, but hey, I got enough room on my account to be okay, I think. And it's time to take some swings. I just got to keep my emotions in check. Hopefully it's a green day, but if it's a losing day, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Gonna be fun regardless, and at least it'll be a sweat, huh?
Let's do it.
I don't actually use Thinkorswim, Lloyd. I don't actually use Thinkorswim. I just use them for charts. But they're not bad. I've traded on them before. They're not bad. It depends. It all depends. It's all dependent. All right, guys. We got, let me see. We got less than a minute, guys. We got 45 seconds. Remember to hit that subscribe button. We day trade live on stream every single weekday morning. Starting at around 8:15 market time is when we start our stream up every single day. If you want to watch us day trade live at the open every single weekday morning, regardless of whether we win or lose, we really break down the stuff we're doing. Hit that subscribe button. If you click the bell next to the subscribe button, it's going to alert you every time we go live. And like I said, that's every single weekday. So hit that subscribe button. Help us break 13,000 subscribers today. Let's do this. We got the open in about 15 seconds.
It's Adrian's first day on TEFs.
Hey, good luck, brother. You got this, man. You got this. 1,000 share short GGAL. I don't know about that, man. We'll see. All right, here's the open, guys. There's the bell. All right. So, a little bit of a drop in AMD, but insignificant so far. GGAL down some.
Should have took my option short in EMPH, man.
What's that one doing? Look at AMD big drop. AMD big drop.
Went from 35 in like 3 days down to 28.
Man,
I'm telling you. Those penny stocks that go crazy.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you,
they all come back, man.
Right, man. I'm telling you that put option strategy, it works super well, bro.
Yeah, you just gotta be patient and understanding important resistance.
The hardest part is finding stocks to do it on, but if you could find them, it works super well. So AMD bounced all the way back here. Big wick. Looks like it's gonna break highs now.
Yeah, I love those hype stocks. Stocks that were, let's say, $3, $4, somehow end up 6 times that evaluation. Yeah, you see something going wrong there.
Right. All right, AMD just broke highs. We'll see if it continues pushing here for AMD. Could rebound here, I could see it. We got GGAL dropping some at the open. A little too early for me though. AMRN. Man, where's my VWAP on AMRN? Let me put this up. There we go. All right, we got the SPY, which, let me see. SPY hasn't really moved that much today at all. AMD bouncing back, broke over 31. But the SPY is just all dojis and wicks right now.
Look at that snap right now. LCI up there to the resistance. Real quickly up there to 1045, which is the resistance.
Yeah, What was I gonna say? Man, I was about to say something. I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah. So, like I said, I want for this big share size. I want this. I want to see the market actually pick a direction. You know what I don't want to do is just see a choppy, dull, boring market. I want to see the market pick a direction. If it stays choppy, it's going to be much harder to trade. That's what kind of got me last week. Was just way more difficult to trade. A lot of indecision in the overall market, and just like I said, very tough to trade in general. At least for me and my style of strategies here.
Snap getting some strength there. I'm just waiting right now, just in the waiting game, looking for good charts.
Yeah, they're gonna snap. Roku's up. GGAL tanked, but the problem is it's already filled most of this gap without even pulling back some. That's the biggest issue.
All right, looking at CGC here. CGC doesn't look too bad here.
Yeah, CGC pulls back. I'll consider that one too. Just gotta, I think it needs a little bit more volume for me, but the SPY broke under the lows here, so the SPY is down a little bit. And I kind of like GGAL here too, if it can pull back to 1140s. It's just about where I want to set my risk. All right, guys.
CGC get in there to VWAP. Also, potential is JD, OSTK, all three fates.
All right, I'm looking at GGAL here. I'm looking at GGAL. Getting very close. It's got to get up to at least 40 though. Looking at the spread too. The spread's kind of gnarly on that one. Maybe miss it. AMRN's reversing here. Maybe pull a red to green. Momo looks okay too. But I think with this 1,000 shares, I think I'm going to wait for some fake out fades today more than anything. I don't think I'm going to take some general fades. AMRN's at the VWAP.
Looking at JD here.
Roku squeeze in.
Another one that's interesting is Macy's.
Okay. Love you. Alright. My wife's leaving. Everything kind of squeezing up right now. Alright, well the market's squeezing up.
I'd have to agree with you.
Maybe
Everything sweet.
Yeah, maybe I should have shorted GGAL, but it never really got me my entry, and I think I need to be kind of strict with myself. But market's going up. Snap maybe for a VWAP bounce looks okay. But with all these squeezes, I'm not going to short anything right now. Here, I'll be right back. Mitch, hold it down, bro. I'm going to put you up for a second.
Gotcha, no worries. Just watching JD here, guys. Want to see the rejection off the resistance trend line here. This is the resistance trend line right here.
Hold on, let me put you up real quick. There we go.
Needs to hold these 30-15s and then head right back down to 30s. It's looking like it's holding way too high here and going to break out. But the resistance is right here at 30-20. So see the volume that gets in there at 30-20 for JD. All right, seeing stocks break out there. LCI now up there to 1086, guys. LCI, big mover today. All right, guys. Going to move forward from JD as it approaches this 30-20. All right, so the SPY, guys. The SPY having a downward trend line on the 15-minute. Wanted to come up and try 291.32s and reject. That's going to be very important for the SPY. JD here, pull back to 30s. You can maybe try to get into. I don't really like it because I don't have sense of where the SPY is heading right now. So now that it's held up there to 13.19, so I'm just gonna get off of it, let it go, let it make its move, figure out the pattern that is tackable, that we can tackle. All right, LCI, nice move up there. I'm expecting a pullback here to the 1050s, but gonna keep my eye on it and just watch it. Guys, let me know if you guys see anything out there you guys want to trade or see anything moving.
All right, I'm back. All right, let's see what we get, guys.
Yeah, man. Just taking my time with today.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a ton I really am super into. Appreciate the sub, GON. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the subscribe, brother. Yeah, guys, like I said, hit that subscribe button. We do this live every single weekday. We trade the open live every single weekday, so hit that subscribe button. Click the bell if you want to support us. All right, let's see what we get. So I'm looking at a GGAL. If it pulls back to like 23s, I could short it with a risk of 35 or so. So that's what I'm kind of looking at now. Gonna wait and be patient though. Not seeing anything I really like aside from that. Market a little sideways still. A little bit on the upside. Looks a little bullish. Maintaining above the VWAP at least. But for now, waiting for it to pick a direction a little bit more. So the previous day's close is right around here, right where it bounced. So if I do take this one with the risk of this. Momo, if it pulls back to the VWAP, might be interesting here. Momo.
Yeah, still in the waiting game for me, guys.
Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you, bro.
Just doesn't seem like anything is making what we call a simple pattern or a complete pattern. Everything's kind of faking out in directions. So I'm looking for a good chart, what we call that A+ pattern.
Yep.
AMAT doesn't look too bad, but I need it to build a little bit more.
Snap maybe for a bounce, maybe. I think JD's following the market there. Cron, maybe a VWAP bouncing Cron. GGAL is basically dead to me now. It broke under the previous day's close and it just never got back to the VWAP level. That was the one that I was looking at shorting if it bounced back up to 1120s, but it just broke under that previous closing price, and so no go for me. Momo's turning back around here. Ideally, I mean, listen, it's still early. We're only 10 minutes into the market day. And so, nothing is set in stone yet. The market could reverse and give us some solid shorts, or we could get some VWAP bounces too. But I'm going to wait for the market to actually pick a direction here, especially with the market down to the VWAP and most stocks following it. I'm just going to be patient. Like Mitch said, I'm trying to kind of do the same thing as Mitch. I'm trying to be patient today for sure. If I'm scaling up to 1,000 shares, I got to be patient. So.
All right. Nice rejection there off of lows. I'm going to keep an eye on this one. I like the daily chart. Big resistance above it.
What's the symbol for that?
LOW. Has a big resistance right above it. I like when we have big resistance, trying to break out, trying to break out. Now we need to see it fail. Fail, fail, fail. Off of that third fail, I'll hammer it.
I'm looking at Home Depot for a fake out fade, maybe.
Yeah, it'll be the similar play. Same sector. These stocks move common together. They won't follow the same pattern, but usually, if you look at the day, the overall day, it usually is kind of similar.
Right. Hey, appreciate the sub, John. Welcome to the team, brother. Appreciate it, man. Like I said, guys, hit that subscribe button. Let's break 13,000 today. We're super close. So hit that subscribe button. If you click the bell, you're going to get notified. We day trade live at the open every single weekday morning. Today's a little bit slower of a day. We haven't seen much we like, but if you want to watch us day trade live, hit that subscribe button. We do it for free every weekday. We need 8 more subs. We should hit that today.
All right, here we're hitting that resistance at low. Well, I want to see this 112 hold. If the 112s hold, then this stock is going to be really in the bullish sense and can break the high of Friday. But what I do like on the daily chart of lows is I see what we call a hangman red candle on Friday. So that usually creates a big resistance. I think the big thing here is in the SPY. I talked about it early that we have a trend line that's going down from kind of Monday down towards this level of 291.30s. So that's what I'm watching right now, the 291.30 level. See how that's going to react on the SPY. See if we can get above that to 291.50s, or if we're going to just reject down back to 290s. How are we doing out there, traders? I know things might not be the most exciting this morning. Let us know if you guys are looking at a stock. Have you guys made some trades?
Yeah, somebody played the Jeopardy music, man, because today's just dull, you know. I actually had a guy get mad at me in the comment section for that. He's like, "You're just talking. You're not even trading." And I'm just kind of like, "What?" I'm like, "What?" Like, so you're mad I'm being selective?
Shot clock, bro. You got a shot clock.
Right. It's like, you're mad I'm being selective, bro? Really? That's what I told him. My response was like, "You must be new." You know? Like, if you feel that, if you think every day needs to be green, or if that, I just need to trade 1,000,000 times a day, you must be new to trading. Or you must be drinking the guru's Kool-Aid, one of the two.
That must be fun, man. Like I said, imagine if you had a shot clock in trading.
Right. Super stressful.
Like, clock gets out, man. You can't take a trade.
That's kind of how it feels on the stream sometimes, though. It really does. Like, sometimes you just kind of
feel like we have a shot clock.
Yeah. Look at Momo. Momo getting up here.
LCI getting a nice boost. Snap with a nice VWAP bounce. Nice VWAP bounce and snap.
Let's see, 16. What do I want to risk here? I guess I could risk.
Nice VWAP bounce in LCI. LCI with a good VWAP bounce there, guys.
But if there was any day I'm going to be selective, today's the day.
Yeah. I just want to see a hard rejection here of the SPY. This is going to be a very important part for the SPY here.
Yeah, AMD. I actually like AMD here. It needs to get rejected at the VWAP. I wouldn't like. The range is kind of small, but I don't mind it. But it's a little too choppy, though. That's the biggest issue. Is that it could really go either way here.
I like AMD. One of the things I like on it is going to be the SPY. If I see the SPY just reverse here, it can kind of kill this bullish pattern. AMD looks bullish right now.
Right.
That's a flag. That's holding 30.95s. We know how whole dollars can react at 31. So what we need to see is rejections off these top levels. Those wicks look good to me. Those show selling resistance. But if it breaks those, we'll see it get some momentum.
Right.
I think at the end, it's that key of the SPY. What are we going to get through that 30s? See how it's trying it now. 291.28s. I'm gonna take my hands off, watch the SPY, kind of figure out trend today
Right.
before we take an attack.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm most likely going to trade today. And like I said, I'm going to trade with 1,000 shares, but I got to be patient here, guys. I can't force it if it's not there. And part of it is just waiting for the right move. And listen, I'm sure if I have a losing day today, everybody's going to come on here and be like, you suck. But, it is what it is. Like, listen, I'm happy with how my trading has been. And, I've got a cushion. Even if I take a huge loss today, I'm still not going to be down in my account. And that's the benefit of a cushion. I'm looking at Momo here. MOMO.
All right. Two stocks I'm looking at, AMD, AMAT. Like that sector right now. I like that rejection that we just got on AMAT, on AMD. I wanted to pop up to 3102s, not break it. I'll short it there. Nice rejection there off the SPY there. What did it go up to, guys? 291.31.
Yep.
I think I was right on that resistance right there. It's just you can see it clear as day on a 15-minute chart, guys. That's why I use the 15-minute chart, not overreacting to the SPY. I've only seen two candles on the SPY versus most that have already watched like 30 candles on the SPY. I'm gonna focus in here and just kind of take it easy, wait for this rejection. It's gonna come back down probably to VWAP. I want to see flush downs, volumes start coming through and crushing through the VWAP, showing me that stocks are going bearish.
AMRN
pop up to 31. I'll short.
Yeah, AMRN's looking weak. It just broke underneath the VWAP. It's down to 25.
All right.
If AMRN,
here comes AMD with that spike. Let's see if it gets above.
Yeah, if AMRN pops up to 33, I'll probably short it with a risk of 40. And so that's what I'm looking at for AMRN. Still looking at Momo. The issue with Momo is the spread, I think. We'll see if AMRN's my enemy again or if it's my friend. Honestly, I gotta say it. I got butterflies for the first time in a long time. Like, typically when I trade now, I don't really get nervous. I don't really get nervous anymore. I really don't. And that's a good thing. Like, I don't really get nervous in my trades anymore. If it's a losing trade, I'm kind of alright. The only time I get frustrated is if I have, like, a losing trade and then a losing trade and then a losing trade. That's kind of when I get frustrated. But, for the first time before I trade, I'm actually nervous. Like, I could feel the butterflies. So, wish me luck, guys. Taking my swing. Like I said, I'm going to look for a 33 entry with a risk of 40. So 7-cent risk. SPY bouncing back up though. I do have to be weary of the SPY bouncing back up though. If the SPY starts to break highs, I'm not gonna short as that's happening, and so I do have to be mindful of what the SPY is doing here too. I still like AMRN, but we're gonna be patient, as patient as we can.
All right, short here, guys. AMD. Risk is 3106, above 3106. I'll be getting out of this.
What was the other one I was watching?
Testing my level right here, guys.
Yeah, I can throw you up for the time being.
All right, SPY broke out there, guys. Got to really be careful here. Just respect my levels.
I appreciate it, Trish. Good luck, Ezekiel.
All right, I'm out, guys.
Don't
Nah,
stress.
I'm out.
Oh, here.
Nah, just got stuck there for a second. There it goes. Get out, guys.
Yeah, small loss. Don't stress it.
SPY broke out. Didn't hold those 30s there, guys. Now I'm looking for it to hold those 30s, and I'll look for stocks to do the opposite, looking for breakout stocks. Snap looking good.
There goes AMRN. I mean, it never quite got up to my level. It got up to 29. My entry was like 32, 33. So Momo's up here now, but I don't know if I like Momo, mostly because it's like it's a 6-cent spread, so I'm down immediately $60. I don't know if I want to deal with that right now. Because I really don't mind this one, but it's just such a... Hey, if I take like a $500 loss, at least I can make a really good video about that, like losing $500 in 10 seconds. That'd be a great video topic. Alright. Starting to think about Momo here. That'd be a good video topic, right, guys? Get a little bit better spread, hopefully. My issue is I want to risk off of 30, so my risk would be 27 cents, and that's $270 if I lose. I mean, here's the thing. Like, I have the cushion on my account, though. Like, I have the cushion on my account to deal with, like, a $270 loss. I really do. And, you know, I have to start building this account sometime. You know what I mean? And so, I think part of it, like, here's the thing. Part of it is, like, my fear of losing in front of everybody. 100%. That's, like, one of the issues. And so, like I said, I don't mind it. Like, I really don't mind taking big sizing. Like, off stream sometimes I've taken 1,300 shares. And, like, I've done it fine and it's worked out almost every single time. But, it's just, like I said, it's just, it's the fear of losing in front of everybody is, like, you know, the scariest part of it. But at the same time, I need to take larger sizing. Like, it's time. You know, I can't procrastinate it anymore. You know, and even if I'm worried about losing in front of everybody, it's just one of those things that I'm just gonna have to learn to deal with. And yeah, we're gonna get insecure haters that are just trying to make me feel bad because they feel bad about themselves, and that's part of life, you know. But I shouldn't let that stop me from taking the share size that I need to take. I could try to scalp this one too. I'm looking at scalping Momo too, if it bounces up to like 10 or 9. Ah, man. This was a good little VWAP fade, too, on Momo. And it was one I was considering. It's just the range is too big for the share size I decided to take today. And I do want to be strict with the share size. I think if I start to say, oh, well, I can only take 400 shares with this one, that I'm going to just kind of weasel my way back down to small share size. And so I think I have to be strict with myself. And so I need to take the larger sizing. Even if it's not fun, even if I'm nervous, I got to get used to it. It is what it is, you know. Like I said, worst case scenario, I can lose $400 or $500 and I can make a video titled "Losing $500 in 30 seconds." You know, that'll be a great video topic. You know, so it's optimism, guys. It's all about perspective there. You know what I mean?
All right, guys, taking a trade here in Square. Risk is 25s. See if we get a bounce here.
I don't know if anybody's noticing, but my trade idea on Momo would have worked out lovely. but it's okay. But look at this beautiful drop. It's down what, 30 cents since then? Since I called it out. It's all right. Just gonna move on. Understand my trade idea was correct, so I shouldn't let the mental side get to me too much. And try to move on, guys. Like I said, I'm watching AMRN now. Momo would have worked out lovely right there, too. Watching AMRN still. See if we get a pop up here to like 30s. Like I said, I could risk off of like 37. I don't want to scale into it though, Wheel. If I would have scaled into it, then I would have just ended up getting 500 shares, and that would have been a cop out. I would have been like, yeah, I tried to scale into it, but I just never got my full sizing, is what I would have said. I know I would have said that, and like I want to force myself to use 1,000 shares. I need to use 1,000 shares. I want to force myself to do it. Right, 100% Swiss. I mean, that's what it is. It's all about range. It's all about the range of the stock relative to like the risks I'm taking, right? And so if I want to take if I'm comfortable taking $150 loss per trade, then, you know, if my risk is 15 cents, then I can take 1,000 shares. But if my risk is 30 cents, I should take 500 shares. That's the way I should be looking at it, and you're probably right. But it is what it is, you know. What I need to do with that in mind is I need to find risks that are 15 cents.
SPY holding the resistance there at 291.30s.
Momo hurts. Momo hurts. Look at that beautiful drop, man. Dropped 40 cents since I got out. AMD, nice little VWAP bounce there. Yeah, there's 26s. If we can get up to 30, I'll take this. Look at Momo. Momo would have been beautiful too. Look at that. Went all the way back down to the bottom of the range at the low of the day too. Unfortunate. Can you guys tell my emotions are like super high today?
It's normal, man.
Yeah.
When you size up.
I just gotta woo-saw a little bit.
Yep. Just pay attention to the cents that you trade. Cents won, cents loss. I think that's the important thing. You pay attention to that, your mind slowly starts getting away from the actual money part.
Right. I was thinking about.
Say, I want to make 20 cents today. I'm good with that. Just focus in how I can best manage that risk and reward and get to that 20 cent, 30 cent gains today.
Right. Man. I've been waiting to look at AMRN if it could just get up to like 1530s, but never quite got there. Still very early though. Only 30 minutes in, so we're gonna have time. Look at that drop in the SPY, guys. Whoa.
Dumped. I got dumped on.
Oh, you're in something?
I got dumped on badly in Square.
Oh no.
That's how you take a hit.
Were you long? You were long in Square?
Yep.
Oh, I mean, it's still at the VWAP.
It just dropped on me though. Couldn't hold there. 34 to 64, 63.14 drop there. 30 cent drop there.
Yeah, it's kind of rough.
Yep. Definitely. Well, I'm gonna be pushing my max loss today, but I feel like I can still trade. So.
Yeah. SPY
gonna push it a little bit.
SPY is tanking here, guys, down to 290s. So just
yep.
this is the. I mean, this is a very.
My resistance held just after I took my trade. That's how it goes.
Well, I think something came out with the overall market. If you guys know what happened with the overall market, let me know.
Yep. TVIX going crazy, guys.
Yeah,
TVIX going crazy.
Something happened right now, guys. Like something happened with the overall market. So it might be a good thing that I didn't. That I wasn't in anything. I mean, it's dropping in my direction, and if I was in AMRN, it would have worked out really, really well. But we got to figure out what's going on with the market. So let me know if you know what's going on with the SPY in the market. All right, so we got U.S. construction spending results that just came out like a minute ago. 0.1% versus 0.3% estimates. Okay, so yeah, so we had a worse than expected construction spending rates, and so bearish sign. The expected rate was 0.3%, or the estimated rate was 0.3%, and instead it was 0.1%. So worse than expected results. Very difficult to trade this, though. This is like, remember, guys, remember what I said? Like, I need the market to pick a direction here, and it's just not. You know, we're getting chop up and down. Like, this is how you know the market's not picking direction, especially like AMD here. Like, look at AMD. Over the VWAP, under the VWAP, over the VWAP, under the VWAP, over. It's just maintaining neutral. And so with that, it's just very difficult to trade. It's just very tough. And, you know, it's just maintaining a choppy neutral trend. It's just very hard to trade these. Unfortunate. AMRN would have worked out lovely too. It just never got to my entry. Still early though. It's only 9 o'clock. I'm most likely going to trade today. Just going to try to give it some time. Do I meditate? Sometimes. I meditate sometimes. I'll put on that little 30-second sound thing and just try not to think about anything for 30 seconds. It helps. Yeah, but what we got right here is the overall market just tanked. Gonna look at AMD though. If AMD gets up to the VWAP, I'll consider it. I could risk it off of this 30.99 level. Maybe 31. Don't think I'm going to get it for AMD. We're just getting another choppy day though, guys. And that's unfortunate. I really wanted to scale up in size. There was a few trades I could have taken, so it's not all the market's fault. And I'm not trying to blame the market. It's just not, I'm just not seeing any A+ setups for me to take today. There's just not that many. I think we'll still have a few options here. The market's tanking right now. The market just broke lows. It's down to 289.80s here. And so I think we'll still have something. But for now, we're just going to patiently wait it out to see if we can find anything that looks good.
Man.
Don't stress, bro. Don't stress.
That
Hang in there.
Lols.
Yeah, man.
That Lols. Seeing that resistance, don't know why I didn't stick with that one.
And if it makes you feel better, SQ's right back down to the bottom of the range, so it wouldn't have worked either way, bro.
No, I mean that was just me trying to pick trend instead of letting the SPY pick trend. I talked about it. Don't overreact. Don't look at closer time frames than the 15-minute. If I would have focused on that, I would have waited for this breakdown here. This is the opening breakdown, opening range breakdown, and then I could have started taking trades, put myself in a better position, rushed into trades, didn't let the patterns work out, and that's why I'm deep in the red today.
It happens, brother.
That's what happens. Don't trade correctly. You will get in the red.
All right, well, I'm waiting for some pullbacks to see if I can short into some of these. AMD's up to 92s here. 91s. We'll see if we can climb back up there. Unlikely, though, with how the market looks.
Yeah.
Cron and CGC are usually less affected by the market. Let's see what they're doing. Cron, low volume. Just so choppy, man. AMD is what I'm looking at, I mean. What about MU? Momo? I really wanted to trade today, too. But there's not... It's just one of those days where we're not getting a lot of... Now we finally are in the last 10 minutes, but up to this point, there wasn't that much action. Man, look at MU breaking lows. SPY breaking lows again. It's down to 289.50s, 40s. AMD dropping back down now. Finally getting a little bit of range on it.
Missing all the plays now.
Gotta think about CGC here. With a 60 risk, CGC. VWAP bounce. Man, I'm missing my entries here. I could use a risk of 52, about a 9-cent risk. If CGC could get down to 63, I'll take it. We'll see. AMD, if we can climb back up to 90, 95, I'll take it.
Just freaking tanked.
Yeah.
Missing too many moves, trying to find a pattern, but can't.
I kind of want to scale into Kron, but I know if I scale in, I'm not going to take my full size. Or no, CGC, I mean. Alright, I'm in. 1,000 shares. I'm in Kron. 1,000 shares. Wish me luck, guys.
You longing?
Yep. Cannabis stock, though. A cannabis stock. It's not gonna follow the market as closely. Heart's beating, but hey, I did it. I took a 1,000 shares, like I said I would. We'll see if we get a bounce here. Back up to 64s. Let's see if that spread can get a little bit better and it can maintain up here. The bid is staying at 61. I gotta hold it together. There's 62s. $63s, $65s, $69s. Let's see if we get that spread to even out a little bit here. $65, $66. I'm gonna go ahead and sell half here. I know very quick, but hey, I'm just trying to take my first profits quick. This is my first share with 1,000. This is my first trade with 1,000 shares, so heart's beating a little fast here. 71s. Let's see if we get that spread to even out a little bit better. 70s. See if we can bounce up a little bit more here. I know I'm selling way too soon, but my heart's beating too fast. There's 72s, nice. I'm gonna sell more into this strength. Gonna let the other 250 shares work. Whew, oh, I did it. I took the share size I needed to take, and now I'm only holding 250 shares left, so. Although it's not the biggest gain with 1,000 shares, I mean, a gain's a gain. I'll take it, guys. Whew, man. Gonna let the rest work here, see if we get a nice move up. Got a little bit more cushion on the account now. Man, heart's beating way too fast for 1,000 shares, bro. Ugh. I'm gonna get out here. All right, $64 gain. I'll take it. I made effectively 6.5 cents a share. Man, I'm way too nervous for this, guys. I'm way too nervous for this. It's gonna take me a little bit of time to get used to. I think I got out at the right time. It's down to 62. But man, it's gonna take me a little while to get used to this, because I'm just not used to it. All right. Well, green is good, guys. Green is good. That's a VWAP bounce. Tar, go watch the last video I put out this weekend. It'll kind of break down the strategy I'm using. I'm not saying going short there is wrong. I'm just saying it's a VWAP bounce. Basically, I'm looking for the VWAP to hold as support right there. And I think I most certainly got out way too soon. But I just needed to get that one green trade with 1,000 shares in the books. And I did it. And yeah, I know it's a tiny gain relative to the share size I used. But green is good. And I'm happy with it. It wasn't a losing trade. Usually when I scale up in size, I immediately take like a massive loss. And then I get scared and I go right back down to small size. And so it was a green trade. Green is good. I'll take it, guys. Hey, appreciate it, guys. Hey, I'm just happy I did it. Like I said, I know the first time I'm starting to take 1,000 shares that I know I'm going to be way more emotional. I'm going to sell my trades. I'm going to get out of my positions way too soon. And I'm not going to hold it to my proper reward targets. I understand that. The biggest thing I got to focus on is I need to focus on just keeping it consistent and maintaining that larger share size, because eventually I'll get more comfortable with it and I'll hold it longer and I'll be able to take more profits. But for the time being, when I first scale up, I just need to take it slow. And if that means getting in and out quick, that's what I got to do. And so I'm just happy I did it. I took it. I'm trying to be strict with myself and make myself take larger sizing. So even if this trade is small and I mismanaged it, I'm just happy I took the larger size. It might still go up. I definitely think I got out too early. Like, here's the thing, right? If I'm breaking down the strategy I'm using a VWAP bounce strategy, right? And so where I probably should have looked to take profits would be right around here at 83. I think that has a lot of resistance right around that level. It's got confirmation. It's got confirmation here, here, here. And so I think if I was going to hold it to the proper levels for these type of trades for the VWAP bounce, that's where I would have looked to exit it, right around 83, maybe 85 or so. And so I got out at like 70, which is okay. I took the share size. That's all I care about, My risk was down here at 52. And so it was a super tight risk reward regardless of any of it. My risk was right down here with this confirmation right here. That was my risk. Looking back, I mean, maybe I should have risked like instead 48 so I could let it test the $0.50 as well. I think that makes sense too. But yeah, it was a green trade. I'm happy with it, guys. My heart was pounding in that trade. I gotta calm down still. Whew, I said I would take 1,000 shares in the thumbnail. I gotta follow through with what I said. I'm not trying to clickbait. I said 1,000 shares minimum. That's what I'm trying to go for. And look, here, I told you, I definitely got out too early. But hey, I did it. I took the trade. That's all I can really ask for when I'm scaling up. Yeah, there's 73s. Definitely got out way too early. But it is what it is. I mean, so if you want to see a followed through version of the trade I was looking for, like look at Snap. Like, you see Snap right here? Like, this is the equivalent of what I took right here. If you look at Snap... Whoa, why is it doing that? Weird. If you look at Snap today, you can see it pushed above the VWAP. It pulled back down, and this is where this is the preferred entry with the VWAP bounce, right around the VWAP. And then, ideal reward target, like the ideal reward target is going to be the previous high of the day, so up here. Like that's the same type of trade. As what I just took. What was it? It was AMRN, right? No, it was CGC, cannabis stock. AMD is right up here too, guys. And so this is something I got to consider. I like the risk too for AMD right here. My risk can be like 99 or so. All right, guys, here's round 2. Whew. All right. I wish my chart wasn't messing with me. Why is my chart doing this right now? You see that? All right. Like I said, risk is going to be right around 31, right around that whole dollar. Reward target's going to be right around 85. And so my reward target's about 5 cents or 10 cents. My risk is about 5 cents in this one. I don't like it up here. It's just too close. I want to see it pull back down below 94 if I'm going to consider that one now. Yeah, 2 to 1, 3 to 1. Anything over 1.5 to 1 is preferable. It can be 2 to 1, it can be 3 to 1. As long as it's not like 1.5 or 1 to 1, then I'm okay with it. I just want to keep it. I want to maintain typically at least 2 to 1 is what I would probably prefer. But if it's like 1.8 to 1, I'll take it too. It doesn't have to be exact, is what I mean. But anything close to 2 to 1 is fine with me. Right, but my account's so big, man. I have a $12,000 max loss in this account. And so it's like, I could nickel and dime it with 500 shares, but that's not going to bring me the gains I actually want, you know? And I think I would rather just kind of go right into it with 1,000 shares. Maybe it's the wrong move, but again, you know, I don't want to nickel and dime it forever. I want to take my swings and just get used to a big enough share size, because sometimes, like, I'm just taking way too small. Of course, it's all relative to the range of the stock, and that's the one thing I'm not really saying. And so I don't know if tomorrow I'm going to commit to 1,000 shares per trade minimum. I think tomorrow I'm just going to try to keep it to like, I think a more reasonable one would be $100 gain minimum for like my winning trades. I have to make at least $100, and if not, you know, I can't exit it until I either have $100 or $50 loss is the way to probably do it. All right, I'm starting to think about shorting AMD here. Did it really? Did it hit my target? Yeah, look, there it goes. Yeah, it is what it is, you know. Like I said, I know I got out too early. I know I've traded VWAP bounces and VWAP fades for years. I've traded these strategies. Of course, not with this big of share size, but for years I've traded these. And so I knew when I got out way too early, but my heart was pumping. It was tough for me to handle emotionally. And that's what happens when you scale up in size, guys. That's kind of what it is. All right. Starting to look at AMD here. Getting really close to being a fake out fade. I got to see it up to like 94, so I don't know if I'm going to get that, but we'll see. Got up there for a split second. Let me give it one more shot. It also depends on what the market does here. Market tanked. There's 92s. 93s.
I'm a little annoyed. Tried to short LCI there. Didn't get a fill.
Don't stress it, brother. Let me see LCI. LCI's right there, though. I mean, it doesn't look bad. Hey, appreciate the sub today. Let me see who subbed. Lost Highway. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man. Let me see what the market's doing before I decide to short AMD here. All right, I'm in AMD with 1,000 shares. My risk level is pretty tight. It's up here at like 97 or so. I might let it test 97, maybe go up to like 98 or 99. But I'm in it with 1,000 shares. A little bit more calm in this one now because I have some profits on the day. I'm just going to try to kind of hold it together here. Of course, I'm probably going to take quick profits, but if I can get out today with a $100 gain, I'll be happy. So battling it here. Let's see if we can break under 290s. Or why is my level 2 different than Thinkorswim? What is going on, man? My charts today's the day it's gonna act funny. Sheesh. Look at that wick too. That's never good. Heart's still pumping, guys. I can laugh about it now, though. I'm a little bit better than the first one. But man. Gotta watch the SPY too here. The wicks are not good here. Like you see all these up wicks, that means buying pressure. That's typically not good for me here. Plus the SPY's pushing up, so it is what it is. I'm gonna let it go to my levels. I've got enough cushion on the day to where I'm okay. And yeah, I'm not gonna panic early here, but hopefully it keeps getting rejected and stays at the bottom of this range here. 93s, 94s. '92s, '91s. My wife's calling me to talk about her day. I'm sitting here like, hey, look, I'm in with the biggest share size I've ever taken. Like, I gotta go. And she keeps talking to me. There we go. 88s. 87s. Alright, I took half off there. I'm in with 500 shares. I'm out. Alright, guys. $124 gain. I know it's a scalp. But the range was small. And so the range was small. I know it's a scalp, but hey, I did it. I'll take it. Thinkorswim's also lagging today. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it still says 30.91 on my end, and so I'm basically essentially having to trade it off of the level 2. But hey, green is good. Second green trade in a row. I did it. I don't know what's up with this lag today, though, guys. I don't know what's wrong with this lag today. There it goes. Sheesh, man. But hey, it worked out. The fake out fade worked out on AMD. All right, that's 2 for 2. 1,000 shares. $124 up. I'll take it, guys. My emotions were a little bit better that time. I think my wife calling and trying to talk about life actually distracted me a little bit. I had to keep telling her, like, hey, look, I'm taking the biggest share size I've ever taken. I'm super stressed out right now. I got to go. And she was like, kept trying to talk to me. And after one point, I was like, look, I got to go. I love you. And I just hung up. But I did it, though. Proud of myself. If I could do this every day, I'll be happy. Like if I could take 1,000 shares every day, I'll be happy. It's gonna be a little process though, and I think at first I'm gonna have to stick with smaller range stocks like AMD or like CGC. I think I'm gonna have to stay small at first because if I take it too quick, if I rush into it, and I take a stock with like a 30-cent risk as opposed to like a 15 or a 10 or a 5-cent risk, then those losses are going to add up, and just the number being so big in red is going to mess with me. And so I think I'm going to have to stick with small range stocks for now and just try to work my way up to not scalping them anymore is what I need to do. But I did it. Yeah, green is good. I appreciate it, Eric. Appreciate it, Trish. I appreciate it, James. Thanks, Netron. Thanks, Too Fast. Appreciate it, guys. What's up, Eric? Hey, bro, you didn't get hit. You didn't get hit by the. I think you made it out of the hurricane, right? You didn't get hit with it too bad, huh? You got your mug though. You got your mug. So glad you got it. Whew. LCI is right up there.
Yeah, it's already a miss in my book. Should have gotten it at 1060s.
Look at MU or MU's at the VWAP. The SPY's at the VWAP itself. Let's see what else. AMD's pulling back closer to the VWAP. I think I'm going to be a little bit more hesitant from now on because I've already built up some profits. And I don't know if you guys see this, but my Thinkorswim charts are lagging really bad. Like when I was in that trade, Thinkorswim was still telling me it was up here at the 90s. So like I was basically trading it off of the level 2 on TEFs.
Yeah.
Whew.
I'm done for the day. Trading like crap. Just gonna get out of here before I spend more money.
Don't stress it, brother. Tomorrow's a new day, man.
Yeah, I won't be here tomorrow, guys. So.
Oh yeah, Wednesday. Mitch is going to Vegas, about to kill it in sportsbook.
Yeah,
Hey,
a little
good luck,
annoyed
brother.
today. Definitely didn't trade the best, but that's how it goes.
Yeah, don't stress it, man. Appreciate it, T. Walker. But man, I did it, guys. I got my adrenaline rush for this morning now. But yeah, I mean, the good thing is like I'm sticking to the strategies. AMD this first time around, I don't mind it on a bounce back. The only issue is like these are the range bound trades that I typically like. And if you guys see, like this was a BWAP fake out fade is what I call it, which is when the stock goes up like this, and then it pulls back down below the VWAP, and then it bounces right back up to it. So like this weakness right here indicates it might come back down to the bottom of this range. And so when any bounces like this little bounce up to right here, like this bounce right here, I can short into those, and like that's what I did. And so I shorted into the bounce. The goal was just to take profits at the low of the day right around here. And so, basically a scalping style strategy, but it worked. It worked. The bounce right here was good too. I know Eric was calling out that bounce right there, and it worked super well too. All right, yeah. So you're having the same issues with Thinkorswim, Ebro. Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on with them. Some type of lag this morning. But it is what it is. But I did it, guys. I took 1,000 shares. Like I said, I said it in the thumbnail. I was still gonna do it. I had to do it. I said I would do it, so I did it. But super stressful. Super stressful. Hopefully, T. Walker. Hopefully, man. Whew. Right, man. Yeah, I mean, my heart's just pounding, And like you'll see me like mess with my phone. I'll try to do whatever I can to like not think about it. But it's stressful. Like I said, I'm used to taking 100, 200, 300 shares. And so I kind of made the decision this weekend, like, hey, look, it's time for me to just go for it. I've been consistent enough to make some money. You know what I mean? I've been consistent enough to make some solid money trading. But I got to take my swings. And if I just stick around 200, 300 shares, that I'm never going to make any money. Commissions are always going to come back and just eat up my account. And it's just never going to be worth it. And so I got to take bigger size. Oh, I'm using TEFs, which is TradeNet's platform. I know some people hate on TradeNet, but CFDs have some benefits for sure. But yeah, go check out Trade Ideas, guys. The best scanners in the game. I'll post those links here too. Yeah, I'm most likely done for the day, guys. Go check out Trade Ideas. Best scanners in the game. Super customizable. They're really what's kind of alerting me to a lot of these big mover stocks. If you look at like some of the biggest movers on these scanners here. You got a lot of solid action with some of these. Let me see. ARDX, OSS popping off, ARDX. And so go check out Trade Ideas. There's, whoa, look at ARDX here. Huh?
Use your wallet, your card.
Oh.
I'm not going to Walgreens.
Oh, okay. I don't know. My wallet is... You gonna come on stream? Come on, man. Come on stream. I'm dragging my wife up here. So I scaled up today, baby. Look, I made $124.
Yeah.
I did it.
Good job.
Yeah, I did it. Everybody, you know my wife. She was here Friday. So yeah, I took 1,000 shares, which is like, sorry I hung up on you, but man,
Yeah,
that's like the biggest share size I've ever taken. So stressful.
Alright. Well, that's good.
Stressful. All right, look in my. I don't have them in my shorts, so check the thing by my sink in the bathroom or my keys. I usually put my keys.
Alright. Bye.
All right. Just believe in the plan and just live with the results later. Yeah, for sure, man. It is what it is. You know, it's about having a system, right? And one of the things we talk about is that calculating your risk and reward before you get into the trade is vital. Like, that's super important, because if you don't, then you're going to be kind of lost and you're not going to know, like, your pre-trade plan should be your guide, right? And that's going to help curb the emotions, because you know where you're going to get in, you know where you're going to get out, you know your levels. And like, that's super crucial with trading, because it kind of guides you in the trade. It's like an instruction book, right? Okay, I enter here. If it goes this way, I get out here. If it goes up to this level, I get out there. Right? It's like an instruction book. And without that, you know, you're just kind of playing it by ear. You're flipping a coin, so to speak. And so it's always best calculate that stuff before you get into the trade. You're going to be the most objective before you get into the trade. Once you're in the trade, you're going to be way more subjective. You're going to be basing it off of emotions and stuff like that. And so building that trade plan beforehand works. You did. That's right. That's her name, Carol. Carol's her name. But man, stressful day. But I did it. But yeah, if you want to use the same platform and as Mitch and I do, you know, some people hate on TradeNet, but the truth is, I mean, if you think about it like this, right? The intro package is currently on sale for $350. You find it?
Yeah, do I need to?
Oh, you might need to activate it. Yeah, that's my new one.
Alright, love you.
Alright, love you. But no, so if you want to use the same platform and broker that we do, we're using TradeNet's broker TEFs. And a lot of people hate on TradeNet, but I think the risk reward, if you really consider it, makes a lot of sense, right? So they're currently on sale for $350. The intro package is currently on sale for $350. With that, you get 14,000 in buying power to trade with. So you get 14K to trade with. You can short anything that's actually tradable. So you can actually short stocks without having over 2K like most conventional brokers do. And there's no PDT rules. So you can day trade as much as you want. It also comes with a trading course, demo account, and chat room access for $350. And I think it makes sense. The way it works is it's kind of like a prop firm, right? So it's like there's a max loss of 700. So if you go under 13,300, they close you down, right? But there's also a profit split. So any profit you make over that original 14K they give you, there is a profit split of 70-30. And so, but again, I mean, I think the fact that it's just a cheaper way for especially new traders to trade, because most of the time, new traders are going to deposit thousands into a conventional broker and then lose that. Let's be honest. Most new traders are going to lose their first account. It doesn't matter where they pick. And to be honest, I think most traders are going to lose their TradeNet account as well. I think most new traders are just going to lose. And this is one of those ways, but you can actually get your feet wet, trade a live account, short stocks, get a solid amount of buying power with no PDT rule for $350. I think it makes a ton of sense if you think about it, and I'll post this link here. Hey, don't bring my phone with you. Here, bring it here. All right. And so, yeah, if you want to sign up, it's one of the ways Mitch and I keep the stream free. You know, we post these links. It's a great way that we keep the stream free. And so if you want to check them out, there's the link. There's the link if you want to sign up. Like I said, great way to help support the channel. Obviously, if you sign up, we do make a commission. And so maybe we're biased, and so do your own research. But there's the link. And so there's the link if you want to check them out. That's right. That's a great way to describe it, Eva. You know how it is. If you're a trader, you get it, man. It's like when you're in the trade, it's like da 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 da. But then after the trade, you're ecstatic. You're like super happy because I went 2 for 2 with 1,000 shares. That's all I could really ask for. And so yeah, there's the link if you want to check that out, guys. But yeah. Hey, like I said, you can't say I mislead people. You can't say it was clickbait. I said I would take 1,000 shares. I took 1,000 shares. I went 2 for 2. $124 gain on the day. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm happy with it. I probably shouldn't drink coffee. That's just going to make it worse. All right. Man. Right. 350 is one of the cheapest it's been, right? Technically, it's if you don't go through my link, it's 500. But yeah, 350 is pretty cheap. Like I said, I think the risk reward makes sense, right? Like the max loss for these accounts is 700. So if you lose $700 in these accounts, they close you down. But you're paying $350 for it, so you're getting twice as much, And I think that makes sense. I think the risk reward makes sense. I think it's one of the cheaper ways that new traders can short stocks. Because, like, say if you deposit money into Thinkorswim or anywhere really, in order to be able to short, at least with a U.S. conventional broker, you need $2,000, for a margin account. And even that's not set in stone. You're going to have to request approval for it. And then sometimes they'll approve you. Depends on your credit. Right? And so this is one of the ways you can actually short stocks for less than $500. And I think that makes a lot of sense for new traders because most of the time new traders are stuck only going long with certain stocks. So I think it makes sense. All right, let's see where we're at, guys. Like I said, I want to break... All right, guys, we need 6 more subscribers to break 13,000. We need 6 more subscribers, guys. So remember to hit that subscribe button. We day trade live on stream every single weekday morning. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We do this live every single day. Help us break 14,000 or help us break 13K in subs. We're at 12,994. Help us break it. Hit the subscribe button. If you click the bell next to the sub button, it's going to alert you every single time we go live. So hit that subscribe button, guys, and help us break 13,000 during the stream today. Ooh, man, Eric, that map's looking rough, bro. But it looks like it's going north, so you should be okay, I think. You might get some rain, but it looks like it's heading north, so you should be all right. Hey, good luck, brother. Yeah, most brig brokers, yeah, I mean, for sure. And this is, I mean, like I said, the best way I can describe it is like a prop firm. That's kind of the best way to describe it. It's very similar to a prop firm. There's a profit split, so you have to split some of your profits, but they supply you with the buying power and stuff like that. There's also, but it also comes with, like I said, a day trading course, demo account, chat room access. So it comes with a lot of other benefits, I think. So what's everybody watching today, guys? Let's see. I saw somebody's comment that I really liked. Let me see. Let me find it. He said, yeah, foot to teeth. Really good comment. He said, nice dude. This is the essence of your channel. If people can't witness you going through the emotional building process, they aren't seeing one of the primary parts of becoming a successful trader. 100%. The emotions is such a huge factor in trading, right? Like, people don't understand. Like, a lot of times what happens for new traders specifically is they'll watch these gurus, and these gurus will promise them the world, man. They'll promise them the world. They'll say, hey, do you want to make $1 billion in a week? Buy my trading course. You know, it's so easy. Look at me do it. But it's not easy, and it's extremely difficult, and it's one of the hardest things you can ever learn to do. Day trading specifically. It's easily one of the hardest forms of investing there is, and it's not easy whatsoever. And what they don't tell you is you're probably going to lose a ton of money before you make money, you know, aside from paying for their course. And so Mitch and I just try to be real out here. We just try to show you guys what it's really like. We're not experts or gurus. We've learned a lot of stuff, and we put classes out on the stuff that we've learned. But again, it's all free. You know, everything we put out there is free. Yeah, look, AMD's back up there too. But look at ELTK, it's spiking up there. Yeah, AMD, another beautiful fade. And this is the range that I love to attack. Like, if you want to see one of my favorite strategies, I'm not going to mess with it right now. But, man, what is going on with Thinkorswim? Does anybody see this? Look at this. It's like dancing. But no. One of my favorite strategies here is trading the range here. This range right here. I'll draw it out if Thinkorswim will let me today. But this range right here is what I like to trade. I short it at the top, I cover it at the bottom, and I'll rinse and repeat that until it stops working. Like, there's the drop on AMD too. Back down to 3081. See what the SPY's doing. I think the SPY's going to dictate a lot of the time what happens with these two. Yeah, my emotions get to me so bad sometimes I forget why I'm in a trade and where to exit. Yeah, man. I mean, that's why, like, building a trading plan is super important because it's like it guides you while you're in the trade. Once you're in the trade, you're the least objective you're going to be, right? Like, when you're in the heat of that trade, a lot of times traders have a tendency to kind of morph the chart to be favorable for them. You know, they say, oh, well, it looks bullish because they want it to be bullish, or it looks bearish because they want it to be bearish. And so you're the least objective when you're actually in the trade. And so the best thing that you can do as a trader is build a plan before you get into each trade you do, right? Before you get into the trade, build a solid plan. Know where your reward is, your risk, your entry. Know where you're going to take profits, know where your max profit target is, and so forth and so on. And so that way, you kind of have that guide to follow. You're not going to try to morph it because you've already made that plan beforehand when you're the most objective. And like, that's the key with trading is it's also going to eliminate some of your emotions because all you have to do is follow the plan you gave. Where if you get in and you're like, oh, that looks good, I'm just going to jump in the stock, right? You don't know what you're going to do. You don't know where you're going to get out, where you're going to enter the stock. You don't know any of that stuff. And so a really good habit is just to start calculating risk reward in every trade you get into, because that's going to tell you where your reward target is and where's your risk. And if you know your entry per your strategy, it's just going to be a lot easier to manage than if you just kind of blindly jump in the trade because it looks good, which is what a lot of traders do. Hey, appreciate the sub, Carl. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Hey, we need 5 more subscribers, guys. I'm going to stick around until we get 5 more subs. Remember, we day trade live on stream. I think the last time I missed a day, like a market day, was like over a year ago. I don't know for sure, but I think the last time I missed a market day and I didn't stream was over a year ago. And so if you appreciate what we're doing here, you know, we do this live every single day. You know, I think the issue a lot of the times here, guys, is that you have these gurus, right? And these gurus, they don't live stream. They hide their account balance, right? So you don't actually know what they're doing. And it's really easy for a guru or a YouTuber in general to have 4 or 5 losses and 1 winner and then upload that 1 winner and say, look how much money I made, right? But it's like, yeah, you lost 5 times before that, but they're just cherry picking their winners. They're uploading those winners and then they're never showing you their losses, right? And that's kind of the guru's handbook, you know, where it's like, we just try to be different. We just try to be real and we just try to stream every single day. So you can't say we're fake because we do it live every day. We can't fake this if we wanted to. And so that's what we try to do here. And, you know, I built up almost $600 in profit in this account. Let me see where I'm at now. I'm at $554 in gross profit for now. Of course, there's commissions. But I've built up profit live, and that's one of the things I'm the most proud about is that I've actually done it live. You know, so people can kind of see that process of building and growing a small account like that. How can I start trading? How can I start trading? Paper trade. You know, don't jump in with live money. Don't make the same mistake I did, at least. Listen, I'm not an investment professional, not liable for any losses you take. Make your own assessment of the market, trade responsibly. But if you want to get started trading, the first thing you should do is just learn, like just study. There's a lot of free content. There's a lot of free content out there. The next thing you want to do is just get a paper account, get a demo account and trade with that and, learn how to trade, find your niche in trading and just take it slow. You know, there's a lot of different subsets of strategies and patterns that you can trade off of, scalping, long-term swing trading. There's a lot of different subsets of it. And so find your niche in the market, your niche in the market, and figure out what works for your personality. And then slowly over time, maybe start considering using live money. But at first, you want to just take it really slow. Don't risk any real money. You're most likely going to lose regardless. But the longer you spend studying beforehand, the less you'll probably lose when you finally get started. My commissions today, let me see. Yeah, I want to say about $20, maybe about $20. I want to say. Let me see. Yeah, about $20, give or take. Maybe $20-$25. What's your target to make a withdrawal? Probably a few thousand, really. Maybe like, I don't know, 3,000-4,000. We'll see. It just depends on how I'm feeling, how I'm doing. AMD's right at the bottom of this range, and if it holds this level here as resistance, it could get interesting too. This level at 30.80s. Watching the level 2 and time and sales helped me a lot. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I like the time and sales a lot more than the level 2. The level 2, I just use it to judge where the spread is and what my entry is going to be. The level 2 can just be manipulated a ton. And it's just potential orders. It's not filled orders. Where like the time and sales is actually filled orders, and so it's much harder to fake. Or it's much harder to manipulate, if that makes sense. So, yeah, level 2. To put it bluntly, I just don't trust the level 2. I just don't trust it. I mean, that's kind of a loaded question, though. If I started with 5K, what's the minimum profit I can make? I mean, that's, you know, there's a infinite amount of potential profit and losses you could take with that much. It just depends on how much margin leverage you have, what kind of share size you're taking, how much you want to risk per trade. It all depends, man. There's a, you know, it all depends. It's all subjective. It depends on the person. All right, guys, we need 2 more subscribers. We need 2 more subscribers to break 13,000 subscribers. We need 2 more. 2 more subscribers. Hit the subscribe button. Help us break 13K. I'm watching it. Help us break 13K. Hit the subscribe button. Let's do this. It's been a fun road, though, man. I'm super proud of the community I built here too, man. I'm super proud of it. It's been a long road, but I've basically grown as a trader live. Everything I've done is streamed most of the time, so I've basically grown as a trader live on stream. And so we need 2 more subs, guys. 2 more subs. Let's do this. Yeah, like I said, that's a loaded question. I mean, there's an infinite amount of potential profit and losses that you could take with 5K account. It depends on the platform, the broker, the leverage, the position sizes, the price of the stock, the range of the stock, the risk you're taking per trade, the rewards you're taking per trade. And so it depends. There's an infinite amount of potential good and bad things that could come. And so it's not something that anybody can really answer for you, brother. Hey, Eric Clemente, appreciate the sub, brother. Welcome, bro. AD, appreciate the sub. Welcome, guys. I think that should be it. I think we broke 13K. Let's see. No, we need 1 more. We need 1 more. We need 1 more subscriber. Remember, guys, if you haven't already, if you're one of those people that are watching the stream and you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button. You know you're going to watch us again. You know you want to watch us tomorrow. I might lose a bunch tomorrow. If you don't like me, hey, look, I might lose money tomorrow. So you want to be subscribed to see that too. Okay? You want to be subscribed to see that too. And so hit the subscribe button, you know. Help me break 13,000 today. Don't hate, you know. We need 1 more. We did it. 13,000. Hey, appreciate all the subs today, guys. We did it. Internet high fives to everybody here. Appreciate it, guys. We broke 13,000. We did it. 13,000 subscribers. That's cool. Next stop is 100K. I want to break 100K. Really, my goal is to break 100,000 in the next year, which is actually very possible. Of course, we're going to have to put some cool videos out there for that, but that should be a problem, you know. My next broker. Hey, appreciate it, Swiss. Yeah, 13,000, guys. I did it. I did it. Appreciate it. Yeah, we did it, guys. It's been a good day all around. We broke 13K. I made $124. I took larger share size. We did it. We're at 13,001 subscribers. And yeah, the reason you're not seeing a notification... the reason you're not seeing a notification is because some people don't have notifications on, right? So it's like, I'm not going to see, it's not going to notify me every time somebody subscribes. It's just going to tell me the people that actually have those on every time. But yeah, appreciate the subs, guys. Appreciate the love. Really cool to see the channel grow this much. I'm just happy we were able to break 13K on stream today. So yeah, appreciate the love, guys. Let's see. Looking at the SPY's starting to squeeze up here. So the SPY is squeezing up a little bit here. We'll see what else we get today. Yeah, Eric, we've grown, man. We've grown, bro. Like I said, I mean, we just try to be a resource and community for people. So it's fun to, it's fun to see us grow. Like I said, we just try to day trade live every day. And I think that's the biggest reason we grow. Like, we put out videos too, but, like I said, there's just so many people, that just fake everything. And, like, we just try to be real. And that's why we grow. And that's also why we get some haters. We make certain people insecure because they know that they're following somebody that fakes their gains, and that makes them insecure, so they dislike us. ARDX. Man, Thinkorswim's acting funny today. I was taking 5 share trades. Yeah, I mean, listen, and I'm actually happy I did that. So Eric, see, look at Thinkorswim today, guys. Weird. Look at it. I'm not even touching this. This is like dancing without me touching it. And I think that's the way to do it, right? I think the most reasonable path for a new trader, is to take it slow, right? Buy 1 share if you can, right? But I think a more reasonable way is to take it slow, buy 20 shares, 50 shares, right? And just start trying to put in like $10, $15 gains. Right, and do that until you're consistently profitable doing that. Gross profits, of course. It doesn't need to be net profits. You might actually lose money at first. But if you can consistently put in gross profits with 10, 25, 50 shares, then you can eventually scale up to 100. And then you could do the same thing. Show gross profits. If you can be consistently profitable, at least in gross, then you can scale up some more until eventually you can kind of start taking larger swings. But it's all about just taking it slow. I think the number one reason, everybody, there's the cliche saying in trading, right? Which is, 90% of traders fail. And I think that's probably accurate. But I think the reason that's accurate is because half the time traders watch a guru or watch somebody on YouTube, maybe even watch somebody like me who's now trading with 1,000 shares. And they think that they'll be able to jump right into the market with 2 weeks of experience and be able to take 1,000 shares, 2,000 shares. And they'll let their pride get in the way of saying, hey, I need to slow down. They'll say, nah, I could take 1,000 shares. I'm not going to take 100 shares and make $20 a trade because I'm in this to make money. And so I need to pay my mortgage now with this. I need to make money now with this, right? And so what happens? They jump in with 1,000 shares. They lose a few $100s until their account's gone. And then what did they say? They say trading's rigged, or it's my platform, or it's my broker's fault. My broker's a scam, or like whatever they want to say, right? But it's just, they just took it too fast. They didn't slow down like they should have, and just taking it slow. Trade small, put in some solid, small, consistent gains, and then scale up, right? And that's why most traders fail. That's the number one reason most traders fail. And I think that even if you take it slow, you're still going to lose your account most likely, regardless of what broker you pick or anything like that. But I think that the way you're going to succeed is just to take it slow and kind of minimize some of those initial losses. Like, make those losses a little bit smaller so they're more manageable, you can handle them, and then work your way on scaling up. And, like, that's what generally happens. And listen, that's what happened to me. I was drinking when I first started trading, I was drinking the guru's Kool-Aid. I started wanting to trade penny stocks and buying 2,000 shares at a time. I wanted to make $500 in a day just so I could say, wow, look at me, And then I lost my account. I lost thousands. And it is what it is. It happens, I think it's inevitable to a certain extent. But the ones that are actually end up successful are the ones that kind of persevere, stick through it. Take it slow. Don't rush it, and you'll have a lot better odds of success. It's not about studying enough. It's more about... it's not about studying necessarily. It's more so about experience, right? You're going to learn way more from actual trading than you are from any course, from studying or anything like that. Like, you're going to learn more by actually trading, right? Because you're going to learn your style, your niche of trading. And if you take too big of size, your account's not going to be around a week from now for you to still gain that experience, right? You're going to take too big of size, lose your account, and then give up before you actually gain that necessary experience that you need. And so it's a process. I can kind of relate to that, James. James said, I've got intro accounts in my cat's name. I've lost so many. Yeah. I can relate, I can relate to that. Right, studying gets you so far. You need that experience, though. You need to learn how you're gonna, like, basically, what I mean by experience is you need to learn what kind of patterns and strategies and length of time you're actually holding the trades is beneficial for your personality, right? Everybody's different. Everybody trades differently. Everybody trades different strategies and patterns. Obviously, I love VWAP strategies. That's just what I find works for me. Right, but they might not work for you. You know, I tend to prefer scalping more so than long-term day trades. But everybody's different, right? But if you don't have that experience, you're just going to be copying the gurus, right? You're just going to be watching the gurus, drinking their Kool-Aid, trying to trade their strategies, and you know, sometimes their strategies just are not the right move for you. Sometimes those strategies are just not the best fit for your personality. You know what I mean? And so it's like if you just copy them, you know, a lot of times you're just going to lose because it's just not the right fit for you. Where it's like, and listen, I'm not hating on all the gurus. Like, I like some of the gurus. Like, Warrior Trading, I think is legit. You know, I think the stuff they teach is legit. It's just not my trading style. You know, they just have a different trading style than me. And you can learn a lot of stuff from some of these gurus, right? Like, you can learn some stuff from them. It's just about, it's all relative to how much money you have, though. You know, it is what it is. And so, it takes time. But, you know, the best thing you can do is just try to come to your own as a trader. That's why I don't necessarily agree with all the hot stock picks. Like, hey, I'm going to tell you when to buy and where to buy. I think that's nonsense. You know, you're going to be dependent on hot stock picks for, you know, for however long you're trading. It's just not the right thing. You got to learn to be your own trader. And I think that's kind of one of the turning points for a lot of people is when they start saying, hey, look, you know, maybe this guru's strategies didn't work for me, or maybe this guy's strategies didn't work for me. But I've noticed a lot of times that when the stock does this, then this happens, and I can profit from that. And so I'm going to do that, and this is my own strategy. So I'm just going to try to do that and see if it works. And it may work, it may not. And then you can move on to something else and say, okay, I've seen this happen a lot. I've noticed when this happens, the stock moves up here, this happens, and maybe I can profit from that. And then you try that, and then maybe that does work, right? And then you just kind of refine that strategy to turn it into your own, and then you start rinsing and repeating it if it continues to work. That's all it is. Trading is all about finding subtle nuances in the market that happen consistently over and over again, and then taking advantage of that to profit from it. That's all trading is, right? Technical analysis only works because other people think it works, right? And so, you know, it's all based off of human emotion. But it is predictable, just like human emotion and human psychology is predictable. And so, but yeah, I'm going to close it down for the day, guys. 2 for 2 on my 1,000 share scale up. Remember, guys, if you want to join my team, the World Series of Trading is starting this month. It's starting in a few weeks. If you want to join my team, guys, go ahead and sign up. Here's the link. Check us out. It's completely free to apply to and enter. And even if you dislike TradeNet, you know, the top 3 places on my team alone win packages. The top spot wins a student package worth around $3,000. The second and third place in my team alone win intro packages for free. It's completely free to apply to and enter. And then the top 20 places in the competition also win packages. And so at the very least, guys, it's completely free to sign up to and enter. And at the very least, you're going to get a demo account for 6 trading days. It starts, I believe it starts on the 16th or 17th of this month, and it lasts for 6 trading days, and the top traders win. But at the very least, you're going to get a demo account for a few days to trade with. And at the very best, you might win potentially packages worth thousands of dollars that you can profit from potentially. And so it makes sense, regardless of how you feel. There's the video in the chat if you want kind of a breakdown on what goes on with the competition and stuff like that. And so I'll post this link if you want to join my team. I know we have a decent amount of people on my team. I'm super excited to hopefully win this thing, guys. And so if you want to join my team, I'll post this link here and sign up, guys. Let me find my link. There it is. So yeah, if you want to join my team, I'll post this link. We only have a little bit left until the We have a little bit left until sign up ends. And so if you want to join my team, there's the link. Like I said, guys, hit that subscribe button. We did break 13,000 subscribers today, guys. We did break 13,000. So appreciate the love. Let's see. Appreciate the love, Eric, the L, AD. Appreciate the love, guys. Yeah, like I said, regardless of what broker platform we use, and we just try to do this live every single day, regardless of whether we win or lose, we just try to show people what it's actually like. And so hit that subscribe button if you want to short us. If you want to support what we're doing here, you can check out Trade Ideas as well. Super customizable dynamic scanners, guys. Allow you to do a lot of cool stuff with them. And so if you want to check them out, I'll post this link here too. If you use promo code BT15 when you're checking out Trade Ideas, you get 15% off. So there's the link if you use promo code BT15. And so go check out Trade Ideas. Best scanners in the game. Super customizable. And what else we got? Oh yeah, if you want to use the same platform as us, like I said, guys, you can get the intro package for $350 through my link. Super cheap. Comes with a lot of cool stuff. 14K in buying power with the funded account program. It's one of the ways that new traders can trade with less than 500 with no PDT rule. Actually short a lot of these hard to borrow and short stocks in general. Have pretty cheap commissions if you use small size. Like if I use 300 shares, that's one of the reasons I did that for so long. Because 300 shares is like $5 for a round trip. And so just super cheap commissions. Comes with a demo account so you can get started with paper without risking anything at first. And then comes with a trading course and access to the chat room as well. So there's a lot of benefits to using them. If you want to use the same platform as me, there's the link. Go check them out. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and close it down for the day, guys. Appreciate all the love. We broke 13,000 subscribers. Appreciate it, Tyrell. Thanks, brother. But yeah, guys, have a good day. Remember, hit that subscribe button. We do this live every single weekday morning, starting at around 8:15 market time. So hit the subscribe button. Click the bell if you want to get notified every time we go live. If you click the bell next to the subscribe button, it's going to give you an alert every time we go live or upload a new video. And so do that. Hit the subscribe button. Click the bell. And yeah, good luck in the markets, guys. Not a bad day. 2 for 2. We'll see if I can do the same tomorrow. I'll try to stick with the larger sizing tomorrow, so wish me luck. We'll hope you'll join us then. And later, guys.